right, all my Ivoclar fans, we have a really cool technique for finishing your 3D printed veneers. Here I'm going to show you on Ceramic Crown HT, which is over 60% filled with ceramic nanoparticles in a resin matrix. These are zirconia nanoparticles and they are very, very beautiful materials. I'm going to go ahead and use a mild alcohol just really quick, and I'm going to air dry the resin off of these veneers. Focus more on air drying than alcohol because you don't want to desiccate these. Then I use a double-sided diamond disc to just remove them from the build platform of the Midas printer. And now I'm going to use an alcohol wipe with a mild alcohol concentration just to remove any excess resin that was in the intaglio surface, and I'll use a micro brush to go ahead and thin that out. And that's basically it. We're pretty much done, and now I'm going to remove the bumps. Annex makes these brilliant soft felt wheels called the Glossy Gummies. I'm using the Glossy Gummy Fine or Ultra Fine to smooth those support bumps. It's super gentle and it's not going to hurt the veneer. And I'm also going to use it to thin out the facial surface a little bit. That cervical was printed at about 180 microns thick, and we could bring it down to 50 to 80 with this instrument very carefully. And now I'm going to use an alcohol wipe with a low concentration of alcohol just to get the dust off of the prosthesis so it's ready to go for some type of glaze. Now you could use your Ivoclar Empress Direct colors like we've used for the past 7 years. These are really good colors, the yellow, the white, the blues, and the grays, but we're going to use a new technique where we're going to take Nexco Clear, and the clear is going to be from their lab line, which is the Nexco line, and you're going to mix that with Ivoclar's Trans-Opal Effect. The Trans-Opal Effect is a flowable, but it's super filled. It's 79% filled, ultra viscous, and by mixing it with the clear, we're basically creating a custom glaze. We're cutting that viscosity down and making it more flowable, and we're making it more workable and self-leveling. So when we mix that together, we're cutting it down so the filler particle concentration goes down a little bit, but it's still light years ahead of any glaze on the market, which is like water. So we're going to go ahead and just show you what happens if we just glaze it and we don't do any stains, and then we'll do a stained one. To do the stains, I mix the blue and the gray together and the yellow and the white to make some custom colors for translucency and mamelon effects. But to do just a glaze, you're just going to take that mixture, and yes, it looks yellow, but it cures optically clear. You're going to take that mixture and you're just going to paint a thin layer on the surface. Be really careful on your proximal contacts, guys, that you don't puddle it or pool it, because you will have to adjust those in the mouth if you do add too much to the proximal contact area. Once you get it on there and it self-levels, give it some time and then zap it with the light. Be patient, it will self-level. If you wanted to add some colors, you do it first. So you're going to put your colors on. This is Ivoclar's blue and gray mixed together for an incisal third translucency. Here I'm adding a little bit of mamelon color to the 3 facial lobes. And then I'm going to go ahead with a little bit more of that blue-gray mixture in the facial depressions for just a little bit intense translucency. White, which for Ivoclar is more like a cream for the halo. It's a beautiful halo color. I'm going to go ahead and freeze that with the light. Add a little bit of yellow or ochre to the cervical third for a very minor warming of that. And now I'm going to go ahead and mix up some new glaze. So it's the Trans-Opal and the Nexco Clear. Just mix it, mix it, mix it, and then put a very nice top coat on top of your colors. And what that's going to do is protect those colors for years and years and years. Unlike a traditional glaze that just brushes off in about 8 to 10 months, this is going to last for the duration of the veneer. I have some veneers now out that have been coated with flowables that have been 5 to 7 years, and they still look great. The colors are still there. So this is a really good technique for those of you who don't want to like cut back your veneers and hand stack colors. You could get the same effects that look basically the same, so there's no need to do all that. This is really cool, and what I want to tell you guys is that when you cure it in the NanoCure in glycerin, it comes out like this. It comes out shiny, hard, fully cured, and beautiful. This is the one that we did with just the glaze. All right, I cannot wait to see what you guys do with this technique. I want to know how you like it and what do you think about it compared to the other techniques.